To another episode of the Out of Bound podcast. I am your host, Jalen Johnson, with Danny Hincup, Darnell Tabor, and Trevor Holt. Welcome to season 2, boys. Welcome to season 2. We've been doing this. No, we had to double it. We have been doing this week in and week out. Was that 13 episodes we got down already? Now we're into our second season. And with today's episode, we will be covering NFL Combine recap, potential drafts, as well as NFL free agency. Or should I say Madden franchise mode?
Yeah, that's wild.
Because that was crazy.
That was insane.
No, it's got to be the most signings I've seen in an offseason, like within the first day.
It's up there with the NBA yet?
Realistically, they just
they just
turned the whole league upside down.
Yesterday alone was up there with the way the NBA does it.
Okay.
They literally flipped like the whole league upside down. All those names going everywhere.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins to the Falcons.
Yeah, he said bye to his career.
I don't know. I think the Falcons are going to be clean next year, to be honest.
And he got bread.
We'll see.
So,
Yeah,
my
and
philosophy with bread.
Oh, he's got Bijan too.
Darnell Mooney just got signed
Darnell
to the
Mooney
Falcons.
went there, too.
Kyle Pitts.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get worried about the Bears.
No, yeah, the Bears are
Right.
tanking this year.
Sorry, I've been
Tanking.
waiting.
Yeah, I
They
don't.
just picked up DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think Caleb Williams is
And,
going to be all that he's cracked up
I
to
They
be.
picked up
Genuinely-
somebody else.
I
too.
feel like
Who am
he's going to be the
forgetting?
next Johnny Football.
Here's
I
my
think I'm
issue.
forgetting somebody.
Hold on.
That's a little dramatic.
Here's my issue, right? When we had the draft last year, we had the Bryce Young, CJ Stroud kind of. Obviously, you're gonna take this guy. Obviously, you're gonna take this guy. Like there was no question. The same thing is with this situation. We don't know who the second place guy is gonna be, whether it's Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. Like there's so many options, but we know for sure who the first place option is gonna be. And what we saw last year was Stroud damn near beat all the expectations that weren't for him. Right. I don't want that same thing to happen with Caleb Williams.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, you're a Packers fan.
No, I hate Caleb Williams. You see what he's talking? What he's
What
talking?
you hating for? He ain't even touched the league yet.
Talking about how he's not going to take a physical and stuff for certain teams.
Because he doing it at Pro Day.
No, he said he's not taking him at all.
Yeah.
Because he says he doesn't have a chance to drop even below the first pick.
Damn.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
That's
kind of hard.
confidence.
Okay,
That's
but
kinda hard.
when's the
No, I'm
last
praying-
time we saw a
I'm-
generational talent with that much confidence? Johnny Football. What happened to him?
What is Johnny Football?
I am
generation?
praying on Caleb Williams' downfall. I'm praying on it.
You praying on a black man downfall?
Chill. It has nothing to do.
Gosh.
It has nothing to do. If it was,
Nah.
if Drake May said
Drake.
something like this, I would be praying on his downfall.
I don't know. I want him to succeed even more because I love people who don't go by the book, especially in sports, especially like in a league where they could just like cut you, like how they just did Joe Mixon.
No, that was disgusting.
So it's like take as much
They
control.
did him dirty.
Like, so who are they going to get with how many running backs like officially have gotten, and we're going to go into each signing and we're going to evaluate what we think is the best of the best. Who else is available left that they could get?
Joe Mixon. Oh wait, you already say Joe
Yeah,
Mixon.
the Bengals could get.
Derrick
I
Henry.
mean,
They're not going to. Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
I think
Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
they don't need a big name running back because a lot of teams you could just do by committee.
I don't know. People think Pollard, and it's just gonna be a switch between Pollard and Henry. And Henry's gonna go to Dallas. That's what everybody thinks.
Ooh, that'd be filthy.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd
I don't
the
know.
same results.
I think the
I'm not
most
gonna lie.
filthy team coming up this year will be the Eagles.
They are
With that
Ravens.
offensive line and Saquon.
Saquon Barkley kind of.
That's-
They're a scary team.
Well,
That team's
I don't
scary.
think the offense was ever the issue. Well, like obviously you got the play call.
That is also true.
Real quick.
But it was
Shout out to Josh and Marcus, those whole time Eagles fans. I remember I admitted that I liked the Cowboys. I ain't even a fan of a specific team. Like I like all the teams. I wear all the gear, but I was like Cowboys if I had to pick somebody, and they were not too happy at that because they Eagles fans. So shout out to Josh for that. You maybe forget what I was talking about.
Josh, the Eagle fan.
The Eagle fan. Yeah.
He wasn't standing on business.
So this week, NFL free agency got down. It got dirty, right? We have a group chat for this show, and every now and then we out here feeling like Adam Scheffner, you know, dropping this person going to this team, right? Shout out to Morgan for all the when I tell you the second it released, I I knew. I sent it to y'all. I made y'all think that I was the one who knew all that. I was just copying and pasting it. Die-hard Bears fan. And so she's been following the process of the franchise tag, or should we go for the O-line? And I've never found a Bears fan. Like there are football fans around there, but I've never experienced someone enjoying the Bears. And so there's
nothing to root for. That's why.
Oh, there's a kid in one of my classes who's a Bears fan. Very annoying, just Chicago fan in general.
He likes the Blackhawks
And the Cubs.
That's so disgusting.
No, he's like talking about. He was talking about the Cubs in a class last year, right at the end of the season, the baseball season. He was like, they're gonna make the playoffs. He's like, they're gonna make the playoffs while you guys are sitting on your couch watching the playoffs or whatever he was saying. And I was like, well, I'm expecting to be on the couch. And that night, one of the right fielders, they're like, hot new prospect, dropped a fly ball. They missed the playoffs. That night.
As they should.
I remember that.
As they should.
It was he said it that day, that night that happened. Everybody's all on his head.
That was a Japanese prospect, right? Yeah. Where's he now? Is he still with the Cubs?
He's still there. Yeah. Just a rookie fluke.
Happens to the best of us.
I don't know. Tracking a ball that small is kind of difficult, though.
Yeah.
But
Jordan Walker had a few issues.
Yeah. I mean,
He's not a natural outfielder though, so he's got a little bit of an excuse.
Say this for the next segment.
Next
segment. Next segment, we tackle the best.
I got carried away.
All right. So here is the new NFL running back landscape, right? Saquon Barkley is an Eagle. Josh Jacobs is a Packer. Austin Eckler is a Commander. Tony Pollard is a Titan.
Oh, that's official?
DeAndre Swift. Well, I mean, none of them can sign until tomorrow.
Yeah. But I was
They've all agreed to the terms, though, so they are
I didn't know
required
Eckler
to sign
agreed.
at this point.
I didn't know Eckler agreed to the terms. I didn't see that one. That's wild.
DeAndre Swift is a Bear. Devin Singletary is a Giant. Gus Edwards is a Charger, opening up that room for Derrick Henry to the Ravens. And Antonio Gibbs is a Patriot. I don't hate what Saquon did.
Oh, me either.
What do you mean?
Did we hate when Barry Sanders did it? Did we hate when Deshaun Jackson did it?
Barry
Did we hate when
Sanders.
not
didn't
Barry
offer
Sanders,
him.
Deion Sanders, sorry.
The Giants didn't offer him.
Exactly. So
They saw Philadelphia's offer and were like, oh, we can't do that. So they just didn't even put an offer towards him.
I get that. I get
show
that.
money on.
I'm just money on.
Money on.
But
And I'd rather play for the Eagles.
I'm talking about the tweets.
100%.
Is there a
That's not
question
even a
there?
question about that. There's no question about that.
Because obviously they don't value Saquon. Why would he value them?
There are plenty of players in the past who switched to a division rival. So I'm happy for him. As a football fan, I hope that he succeeds and stays healthy.
Who was that corner for the Ravens?
Simmons?
No, he went to the Bengals yesterday.
And Lamar was like, "You're dead to me."
That's funny.
Dude, Josh Jacobs. So I was like, as a Packers fan, I like Josh Jacobs coming in. He's, 3 years younger than Aaron Jones?
I know who.
Like that. He's a lot less
Bengals
injury prone.
replaced Joe Mixon with
Who?
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss, yeah.
From the Colts?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a solid
It's not
move.
a bad
because when
move.
Jonathan Taylor was down last year, Zach Moss was carrying that team.
The NFL love running backs again. I'm a cry, bro.
And they're undervalued. Well, I don't think they're undervaluing safeties, but safeties are a free for all at this point. Most teams have released their safeties, even if they're all pros.
Next year, I feel like we're gonna start seeing a lot of run support safeties getting big money, like box safeties.
But I don't know. A lot of these teams are now getting like the speedsters, like Tyreek Hill. Cleveland just got Jerry Jeudy. I think it's all. They're getting those speedsters that can beat them over the top. They got to have one coverage.
Are we starting Deshaun Watson or Joe Flacco?
Oh,
They just picked somebody else up to
Jacoby
back up.
Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett
No, wait,
is a
no.
Patriot. Jacoby Brissett is a Patriot.
Who did they
now.
pick up?
No, it was pretty big.
Whoever went
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, stop.
I want Jameis to win.
Nah, lucky.
I know. I'm a fan of Jameis.
That man eat W's, bro. Quit playing.
I'm a fan
They're
of Jameis
paying
Winston.
Deshaun
dude.
too much for him not to start.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of Jameis Winston, man. I want to see him have
Oh
success.
my god.
And I got to see that Deshaun Watson trade just fall through. I got to see him
They
not
deserve
play
that.
good.
Jameis Winston played another sport too for a while.
Baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty freaking good at that too.
Famous Jameis.
While we on quarterbacks, let's go ahead and talk about a few things. The Steelers stole. The Steelers stole.
Did they really?
Did they get a great talent quarterback? Not necessarily. They got a good quarterback that can start.
I think they got a
over Pickett, but they only have to pay him $1 million. That's the steal.
I don't want to hear nothing.
They gave that man the veteran minimum, and he can.
I hope he proves me wrong.
I think he is.
Y'all think he's gonna be dangerous?
I don't think so. I watched him for 2 years.
I hope he.
Well, that was in Denver.
I hope he proves me wrong. I really
had one of the
now he got Pickens.
He had one of the top-rated offensive lines. He was number 1 in the NFL for holding on to the ball longer. And you know who? He's slower than Justin Fields. He's a slow Justin Fields. That's all he is.
I mean, he has been in the league since 2011, ain't he?
Too.
I don't know. That first year, did he have a first-year head coach?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then that second year, didn't he have another new head coach?
And now he got Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. It's like, I don't think the odds were really in his favor. I see what you're saying with that.
He's also 5'11", sitting behind 6'3" O linemen. Can't see over the middle. All his passes.
Okay, he got one. He got one chip at that same height.
Oh me, he done had a great career at that one height. He a Hall of Famer.
You know who they had? Marshawn Lynch. Okay. Russ has relied on the running game his entire career.
So we didn't see them last few years in Seattle. That got him that big contract. Y'all paid him.
I hope he proves me wrong, but I think his career's kind of.
I think he's towards the end of it.
Yeah,
I think
this right here probably will be his
Pittsburgh's doing
is
they're going to have him start for the year and have Pickett sit behind him for the year to learn.
Pickett needs to sit at home.
Mac Jones needs to sit at home.
At least let him go to UFL, bro. At least let him go.
Mac Jones went into a horrible situation.
I do not like Mac Jones as a quarterback. Forget as a quarterback for the Patriots. I don't like Mac Jones as a quarterback.
Dang, that's rude.
I don't know.
Well,
I think he went to a horrible situation.
Are you gonna like Drake May?
And then at the end, weren't the Broncos making
the draft next? Because that's a whole different spiel that I can go
We're
into.
gonna talk about
Well, we lost again. Like kicked us out of the playoffs. Then we signed him.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. So we got Kirk Cousins to the Falcons, right? We got Gardner Minshew Mania. He's a Raider now.
I think he's gonna start.
I love that. I think he should.
I don't like Garoppolo at all. Is he still there?
Yeah,
he's going to be there for the rest of his career, I think.
I don't like
because he's not going to get a contract after the Raiders.
You never know. You never know.
This Mr.
Maybe New England will bring
Mr.
him back.
Mr. Safety. No. God, those safeties, man.
You know. Is he likable?
Who?
Jimmy G.
I feel like he's one of the cocky guys in the locker room.
He has no reason to be cocky.
I don't know.
We know this.
He went to the Super Bowl that one time.
That one time. And what they do.
That's more than a lot of people, bro.
That's true.
Y'all got to put it in perspective.
That's true. He went, but he didn't win.
Exactly.
Did he win?
No.
He didn't
Against the Chiefs. They came back.
Most people don't win the Super Bowl.
That was 20, right?
Yeah. Right before.
I feel like that's more heartbreaking than just not making the playoffs. Like I did all this work. I had an amazing. I had an amazing season.
I get what you're saying.
I made it through the postseason. I won my first 2 or 3 games, depending on how high you got. I get to the big dance and I lose. That's so more heartbreaking than not making the playoffs. What I put all that work in for?
But I would rather lose in the Super Bowl than not make the playoffs.
I kind of would too, because then you still have something to show for all the work you put in.
But then you
still made it
pick.
there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean. But still, if you had a team good enough to make the Super Bowl and it wasn't like you were just riding a momentum, then if you had a good enough team, then you shouldn't have to really worry about it.
Always go to Cancun. Can always vacation. So it's like, why not push it out? The weather would be a little nicer.
Even if you go to the Super Bowl, you can go to Cancun.
See, exactly.
You don't have to go to Disney World.
Exactly. I'd rather go to Cancun than Disney World if you're being for real. Like, care about winning.
Making NFL money now. I'm going somewhere. About Australia or something wild.
See, bro. See, I'm trying to get y'all to focus more on the money these guys making, bro. Like,
they're raking in so much money.
I want players to be more selfish. Don't value the team.
So Miles Sanders.
Screw the team.
Exactly.
That was so disappointing to
Screw
hear.
the team pay me. What about T. Higgins requesting a trade after that franchise tag?
That man got tagged. Like,
why would they tag him?
What's wrong with Cincinnati, though?
A trade already.
Are they gonna pay him his money, Jalen?
The money is the problem. It sucks.
Money make the world go round.
I understand
you think
that.
He play for fun?
I'm willing to. Yes! If you love the sport, bro,
my bad.
Not only.
You think he only play for fun?
We're talking about Justin Jefferson trades last week. What about Higgins for Jefferson?
That's not going to happen.
The Bengals won't pay him. The Bengals will not pay Justin Jefferson what he deserves.
Are they cheap? I don't know much.
They can't afford him.
I didn't know they were that cheap.
Whole time, who's going to be the quarterback for the Vikings?
Where is Justin Jefferson going?
Because he doesn't need to be.
That's a good.
What?
That's a good.
They signed Sam Darnold.
That's so disgusting.
Man, Jay Jettis is quarterback proof.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Jettis is quarterback proof, but like I don't think he want to stay in Minnesota.
I don't think he should stay in Minnesota. There's nothing for him.
Play with Burrow.
I mean, he got a house there. Wow. He got his life there.
Yeah, I was just saying the Bengals.
They not go.
Didn't he play with
Drew
Burrow
Holiday,
at LSU?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I brought that up. He played with Burrow at LSU. I like to play for him again.
Yeah, no. What I see the Vikings doing is drafting a rookie and having him sit behind Darnold. It's just the best long-term option for them.
They need to. They've kind of committed to the rebuild. So.
That sigh I just had was for Jettis.
It's proven in the past that sitting a quarterback behind a veteran, no matter how good or bad they are, has proven successful.
That's what the Patriots
Patrick
are doing.
Mahomes, Alex Smith.
I don't know that I can put anybody over Jettis right now as a wide receiver.
God no. You could put me over.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. I'd put you over Mac Jones, but I'm not putting you over Jettis.
Yeah, I'll put you over Mac Jones.
So I'm league. That's what y'all saying.
I'll put you over Zach Wilson too.
You ain't go though.
I don't care who y'all putting me over. I'm league.
You ain't go though. You ain't go though.
That's not important, bro. I'm undefeated.
I've never seen you throw a football, and I'll put you over Mac Jones and Zach Wilson.
I'm undefeated in hypotheticals, bro. So it's cool. Dang. But Kirk Cousins.
The Texans are getting Joe Mixon. I don't hate that. I really thought that Saquon was going to join that. But I don't hate that.
I don't know about the Texans next year. They're going to be crazy, though.
They're in the AFC, right?
Yeah.
They could
Chiefs fans.
Kansas City or Baltimore.
Chiefs fans, you're going to have a little bit of awakening soon if Baltimore doesn't get to you first.
I don't know. We keep saying this year in and year out. I'm going to just wait for it to play out.
At this point, as a Broncos fan, I give up saying anything against the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, you can't. You're an AFC team. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. It's not worth it. As a Packers fan, we're the only team. We're the only team that put up more than 24 against them or something like that.
Man.
Speaking of Packers, Aaron Jones is a Viking.
I like that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I like Jacobs coming to Green Bay, but I don't like Aaron Jones parting because he's a Packer. He's a true Packer.
Do you feel like he's the Marcus Smart of your team?
Yeah.
And look at Marcus Smart in Memphis.
I mean, it's sad to see him go. Mm-hmm. I mean, where are you gonna for Josh Jacobs? I don't know about AJ Dillon.
Y'all loyalty in sports.
I don't know. AJ Dillon been playing Farming Simulator real often.
Morgan
just streams that.
Yeah, I don't know if
Darnell Mooney is now a Falcon. He is no longer a Bear. Hey. I feel like that affects their young core offense.
He's probably so happy, dude.
Darnell going to the A.
Why would he be happier to go play with Kirk Cousins over Caleb Williams?
He's anywhere but Chicago. Caleb Williams, I don't think it's going to be
Caleb Williams is unproven. Kirk Cousins has proven to be successful.
I saw some the other day that the Commanders
he gets to live in Atlanta.
Snag the number one.
Kirk Cousins got to the NFC Championship one time. What else he do?
What you mean?
What else has he done?
I saw something.
What else has he done? What has Caleb Williams done on the NFL field? What are you shushing me for?
Both of them are at the same level right now. One has.
I'm not gonna lie, Jalen. That is horrible.
One has experience. One does not have experience. But as far as accolades,
Kirk Cousins nice. Don't sleep on it.
He's not horrible. I understand.
Jalen, Kirk Cousins nice.
When has Caleb Williams made the NFL playoffs?
Kirk Cousins, they would have won the Super Bowl.
Oh, they wouldn't have.
Yes, they would have.
No, they would not have.
That's a bit wild.
No, it was in prime time. He can't win in prime time. Remember?
He can't win in prime
time.
That's why he's going to be so good in the NFC title.
Yeah, Atlanta won't be prime time.
What'd he do?
Atlanta won't be prime time.
Stephon Diggs took him to the NFC title game.
Who threw it to him?
Not Kirk Cousins. Matter of fact,
Kirk Cousins didn't even go.
Oh my God!
It was Case
Keenum. But Kirk Cousins was balling with in Washington though. Name me how many quarterbacks could ball in Washington. Exactly.
Hold on.
I saw something that the Commanders and Bears.
Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb. No, he didn't hoop. He was not hooping. I'm sorry. He was cool. We was out here thinking, man, the Washington kind of nice, bro, with Kirk Cousins, bro.
Did CBS post a little mock draft the other day? Dude, I saw this thing on CBS. It was for a mock draft, and they switched Chicago and Washington. Put Washington at 1 with Caleb Williams. Chicago at 2, drafting Jaden Daniels.
That might work out better for Chicago.
But why?
But will they?
I don't want.
Will they, though?
I want Jaden. He's a dog. Jaden Daniels.
I want Jaden Daniels in.
He's a dog, dude. I want him to go somewhere where he's gonna for sure succeed. And I feel
Belichick is no longer the coach. Belichick has
Chicago
experience.
just wastes potential.
Belichick had his experience with the black quarterback. And Cam
Belichick
Newton.
not the coach.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting
okay.
at.
Okay.
Belichick had his experience with the black quarterback in Cam Newton. Right. So after he went from Brady, drafted Mac Jones.
Look at Cam Newton now.
Let's rewind. Let's rewind. Go back to that draft.
Yeah.
Where Justin Fields was taken because the Bears jumped up and they took him. I was real wholeheartedly hoping Brady's gone. Get Justin Fields. Justin Fields is the best available quarterback.
I gotta cut you off. I got breaking
say?
news. I gotta cut you off. Breaking
ahead.
news. Derrick Henry signed 2 years, $16 million deal with the Ravens.
Dang, bro think he Adam Schefter.
What'd I say?
Worth up to $20 million. It's from Adam Schefter.
Bro think he Schefter, bro.
I'll put it in the chat.
The bird teams are going to be crazy
Come
next
on.
year. Except the Seahawks. Minus the
The
Seahawks.
Seahawks, I think they could still be nice.
Man, Gino, I
They're,
like Gino.
they're
I
not going to be
trust Gino.
crazy, though.
They're gonna have a nice defense. They'll probably have a good run game. That's all you really need. That's a good foundation.
It really is. Justin Fields was not the best available quarterback within the whole draft, but when we get into pick 8, 9, 10 through 15, he was better than Mac Jones. And I was hoping that the Patriots were going to take him at 10 or 11, but the Bears jumped up and took him. So now with Belichick gone, who drafted Mac Jones, Gerard Mayo, I feel like he's going to get himself a black mobile quarterback. You got Michael Penix.
You got
Yeah, yes, I do. I'm
that's
assuming.
bad. That's bad. And I root for them too.
I would too.
Yeah, black head coach and quarterback.
Maybe it's because I haven't really seen Drake May's game, but I
I don't
don't
know. I haven't heard good things about it.
I don't know how
I
he's
don't know how
better
to
than.
accurately
I don't know.
evaluate
Then-
He's kind of balling in North Carolina, and they're not really.
Penix
I
won
guess
the
they are a
Heisman.
football school now.
I mean, sorry. Daniels won the Heisman. Penix went to the bowl. So please explain to me how Drake May's better.
That's why.
I respect Drake May because he was good at North Carolina, and they weren't really a football school until this
See
year.
what happened with Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, I don't.
Dang, I
I'm
miss
not,
Mitch. Where he at now? Is he still on the bench for
He's
the Steelers?
nothing better. He's nothing better than Jaden.
I'm
No,
not
he
saying.
was-
I'm not saying.
I think
signed with
Drake
Bills as a
May's still
backup.
too high. I think
Mitch Trubisky's in.
I
York
almost
again.
valued JJ McCarthy over Drake May.
No, for sure. I think Drake May can be nice, but as we sit today, I don't. I
JJ
wouldn't
McCarthy
take him.
just won a natty.
Oh, I forgot JJ McCarthy declared.
Did he win the natty, or did his defense and running game win the natty?
His defense and running game really
His
great.
Man, they
defensive
have to
play
throw the
core
ball
won the natty,
sometime, y'all.
I guess.
Cut the quarterbacks.
I don't see nothing about Cody Schrader.
Who's that?
You
Mizzou's
know
Cody
Schrader?
Mizzou's running back,
Yeah.
the leading rusher in SEC
Yeah.
this year by a
It's like
mile.
the best rusher in college football.
Yeah, I think he made history with the most amount of rushing yards this year at Mizzou. He was a walk-on from like 2 years. He walked on like 2 years ago from
Yeah,
True.
did he?
No, he said he was staying, didn't
No,
he?
he declared.
Disney
Really?
movie.
He wasn't gonna be. He was
He's
like
gonna
the
be a
only
late
person
round
that
pick.
left. Yeah, he's like the only person that left Mizzou. That's a story for another time. But they're probably gonna be nice this year.
Think they can make the playoff?
That's a 12-man playoff now.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
So
that's
I think they will.
They would have made
yeah.
it this year.
They would have. Yeah, they're projected. I think they're starting the season at 6 or 7.
Whole time. They had 2 losses. One was to LSU and one was to Georgia. If they would have won one of those games.
And low-key,
should have
they were
beat Georgia.
extremely
Yeah,
close
they
to
could've
beating
beat
Georgia.
Georgia.
They should have beat Georgia, and that was in Georgia. That was
Y'all
in
realize
Athens.
Bama. The only reason Bama got in is because Bama beat Georgia. What if Mizzou beat Georgia?
If Mizzou,
And they would've been in the
Mizzou
title
beats
game.
LSU and beats Georgia, they're undefeated and they're 100% in the playoff.
Yeah.
With the SEC.
Y'all know I
schedule.
got half my degree.
Look.
If they beat Georgia,
No, because
if they beat
because
Georgia,
the way
then
they
they're
do their
undefeated.
playoffs is the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
Because he
This season
looked like
was-
he upset about Florida State.
Man,
No, I
let's
just-
keep it a stack, man. Florida State one of the best sports teams in the country, man.
I just don't
Keep it a stack.
understand why a team can go
Florida
undefeated
State
and
played
then
Georgia
not
and that
make the
happened.
playoffs.
Man, where was you at when Tulane was here and UCF was here, bro? Huh? If that's the undefeated clause, I could see if you was like Power 5, then that's cool. But
I
like,
could see if it was a real. but
Florida State. Hey, do you think Florida State could beat Bama?
No.
I wasn't saying Florida State.
If you don't think Florida
No,
State
I
could
think
beat any
Bama would
team
have
in the
ran.
playoffs,
I think Bama would have ran Florida State like Georgia ran them.
So Georgia, yeah, exactly. We saw what happened, but no, they didn't play a lot of people in that game.
I mean,
so
they
that's
missed
not
like
fair.
30 people. So
Yeah, so that's not fair to say.
I didn't really.
But they was in like a bloodbath with Louisville in the title game. A lot of those wins were not pretty.
And that concludes another episode of the Out of Bounds podcast. To the listeners who've made it this far, as always, thank you for your time.